we are going to find out who will be the #1 contender for Rampage's Defiant World title going in to No Regrets. Dave Bradshaw here with James R. Kennedy, and that's not all that's happening tonight, James.
It sure isn't. If you thought last week's big tag team main event was something, well, we've got something else entirely. General Amin returns to the ring. He teams with Simon Miller and Adam Foster to take on my good pals, the Anti-Fun Police. Tonight.
Plus Rory Coyle takes on Justin Size and much more as well. All coming up tonight in Newcastle.
Here I am again, man. Here I am again. It's coming up to the Rumble, right? It's coming up to another shot that I have a chance to be one-on-one in the ring with a Defiant champion. Right now it's Rampage. Rampage has been a thorn in my side, you know. It's just kind of funny because, again, everyone labels me this nearly man. And right now, I'm face to face with exactly what I want. A chance to be in the ring with a fair shot at the Defiant World Championship. And that's all that I want, man. That's all I want. I know that I have the Rumble coming up. And I know what I drew. I know that I drew #1 in that Rumble. So I know that if I don't win this match and get my fair shot at the Defiant World Championship, I know I'm in for one hell of a journey. I'm in for all the odds being stacked against me, which is pretty standard, right? Odds are always stacked against David Starr, aren't they? Everyone always seems to think I'm not going to get the job done. Well, tonight I prove it. Tonight I prove everybody wrong.
The opening contest of Loaded. It is a triple threat match set for one fall. This bout has a 20-minute time limit, and the winner will go on to No Regrets to face Rampage for the Defiant Wrestling World Championship. Introducing first, here's the cream in your coffee, your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, the Jewish canon, the physical embodiment of charisma, the most entertaining man in professional wrestling, the Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling, the best of the best, Mr. American Rana, TV Wrestling, the 104-minute man, the main event, he's really good at Twitter, the king of talks, he is the product, David Starr!
You called him the nearly man in Defiant Wrestling, but David Starr with another opportunity to get back in championship contention.
Listen, David Starr already has a few nicknames. Let's not add another one, and we just stop trying to get me in trouble.
Just repeating back your own words to you.
Not when the man's out here, for crying out loud. David Starr, I've said it before, one of the finest professional wrestlers on planet Earth today, and this is a golden ticket to No Regrets. But first, he has to go through this man, the professional.
The second competitor is from East Riding in Yorkshire, weighing tonight 215 pounds. He is the professional Nathan Cruz.
You know, in 13 years as a professional wrestler, working across the globe, full time, I'd never once received a sidelining injury. That was until I was last in a Defiant wrestling ring. Something that sidelined me for over a month. Tonight is my return to Defiant wrestling. And I'm stepping in the ring with two of the greatest independent professional wrestlers on this planet today, David Starr and Mark Haskins. Why can I defeat them? Because from head to toe, I'm a pro.
Cruz looking confident, as he always does, but there is one more piece of this three-part puzzle about to arrive.
is Overkill, Mark Haskins!
Yo, since coming to Defiant, I've been nothing but a team player. But all my teammates have left me, so it's time that I break out and show the world what I am about. 2019 is my year. I am the new Defiant champion. This is Overkill.
This is Haskins.
Well, the time for talking between these three is over. We are about to determine the #1 contender for the Defiant World Championship.
I would like to believe that the current reigning champion, Rampage, is sitting down somewhere in this building and watching this three-way match. But really, Bradshaw, right now, I couldn't even begin to predict what is running through Rampage's mind. He has so much on his plate.
Goes into Cruz. Quick start here from all three of these guys. Cruz sends Haskins to the outside. Starr is laying in wait, but Cruz sees him coming, and Cruz trying to unload on Starr. A brawl developing between Starr and Cruz. And that's giving Haskins time to recuperate. Haskins back in the ring. Here comes Haskins, and Haskins clung onto the ropes as Starr and Cruz got out of the way, but Cruz didn't get out of the way that time.
Here comes Haskins again.
Starr taken down. Mark Haskins in control. The question is, can Haskins become the #1 contender here? Will it be Starr? Will it be Cruz? Let us know what you think. Join the conversation on social media using the hashtag #WeAreDefiant as Haskins showing exactly how much he wants to be the Defiant World Champion, nearly taking Cruz's head off.
Well, it was going to be tough enough for Mark Haskins to get past David Starr. You throw Nathan Cruz into the mix and it's double tough. But now we have that original match.
And Haskins took Starr down. Cruz is back in, and this is just how frenetic the pace can be in three-way matches like this, because just when you think you've got one man down, another gets back into the fray.
Wouldn't it be something if Nathan Cruz could sneak in the back door here and leave the #1 contender?
Well, Starr has more immediate problems at the moment because Cruz, with that right hand, now ends up on the apron. Starr, his throat dropped down on that top rope. Haskins on the apron now. Haskins, a running kick right into the chest of the professional. Starr with the clothesline.
So many bodies flying all over the place here.
And the one who might be flying the highest is Starr, but Cruz prevents it from happening. Those veteran instincts of Cruz coming into play there. He saw what Starr was going to do, and he stopped it happening. Now the quick shot into the suplex by Cruz.
And the challenge here for all three of these men is going to be finding the time, quite frankly, to lock on that submission, get your opponent to tap out or pin them for the 1, 2, 3.
Starr will send Cruz to the corner. Cruz fighting back, big clubbing blow between the shoulder blades from Cruz to Starr. Now Cruz turning his attention to Haskins, and of course, don't forget Nathan Cruz only a part of this match because he convinced Adam Foster last week to insert him into what was going to be a one-on-one match between Starr and Haskins.
General Amin was none too happy about that decision. And that's going to be interesting later on to see how Amin and Foster work together with Simon Miller in the middle of it. But right now, #1 contendership action unloaded.
Oh my God. Incredible impact as Cruz sent Starr into the corner. Haskins trying to get back in, but Cruz with good strategy here. This is exactly the kind of thing you need to do in a triple threat match. Take one man out on the outside and then turn your attention back to the man in the ring.
Why Nathan Cruz is called the professional. Everything he does is silky smooth. Precision is his game. Will he be Rampage's opponent at No Regrets?
Cruz, of course, has plenty of history with Rampage, including here in Defiant, but also elsewhere. David Starr had that opportunity at Unstoppable to defeat Rampage for the world title. Mark Haskins has history with Rampage a year or two ago here in Defiant as well, so all three know the champion very, very well. I'm not sure if Rampage will have a preference on these faces.
Nathan Cruz feeling pretty good about his prospects right about now. Mark Haskins still feeling the effects of his attacks outside the ring. We're down to one-on-one for the moment between Nathan Cruz and David Starr.
Cruz is so cerebral, so methodical in his approach. And that has brought him great success
here in the UK and further afield as well.
Is this going to be David Starr's time? Now, you've said that I've called this man the nearly man. Yes, I have. But this could be his moment.
High knee from Cruz. Takes Starr down.
Or he could end up being carted away to hospital. You know, whatever works.
So unpredictable, these three-way matches like this one we've got here. Is lots of moving parts. Make it very difficult to navigate for all three men in there.
Don't forget Vicky Haskins on the outside with that little equalizer.
She could be the wild card in this whole thing if Haskins can find a way to get back into the match. He spent several minutes now on the outside.
Not looking good for Overkill. The professional and the product inside the ring, trading those big chops.
Haskins is coming off a victory over Robbie X at Lights Out. Starr was part of that event as well. Was defeated by Gabriel Kidd, so Starr with morale perhaps not at its highest after that loss.
And don't forget the last time Nathan Cruz faced Rampage, he was carrying a knock, but he looks healthy.
Yeah, Cruz is 100%, or he was until that jawbreaker by Starr. Here comes Haskins back in. Haskins will run into the boot of Nathan Cruz. And for the product placement is Starr. In the end though, Cruz comes at Haskins. Haskins takes them both down.
And that's how quickly the dynamics of this match can change.
Haskins in control all of a sudden. Cruz and Starr both on their knees.
Haskins said previously it's all about making your own opportunities. Here in Defiant, he's doing it.
That manic intensity of Mark Haskins on full show here. Starr grabs the leg, takes him down. Starr now gets a neck breaker from Cruz.
Did you see how smooth that neck breaker was from Nathan Cruz?
Leg lariat from Haskins. And Haskins is looking at David Starr. Looks like Haskins with plans of doing something here. In the end, he gets countered, and David Starr DDTing Haskins.
Well, forget it for Mark Haskins. He could well be out of this match.
Cruz for that knee again instead of spinning the heel kick from Starr. Oh my! The flatliner from Starr. Starr to become the #1 contender, but Cruz got the left shoulder up.
I'm telling you, outside that ring, Mark Haskins might think he's back in Madison Square Garden. He won't know where he is.
Again, Defiant World Champion Rampage going to be looking on somewhere, although of course he has plenty on his mind, as he was encouraged to shake hands with Rory Coyle last week. Justin Sizem suggested he shouldn't do that.
Can't believe Mark Haskins is back up on his feet.
Such a hell of an opening match here on Loaded, and again, the winner gets Rampage at No Regrets. Haskins with the kick. Cruz trying to schoolboy Haskins. He goes for the cover, gets two, and Haskins kicks out. Starr is still in there, and Starr takes out Haskins. I think that one was aimed at Cruz.
And this one's aimed at David Starr.
Just stolen from Cruz. Cruz with the cover to go to No Regrets. Haskins stops it from happening.
Now, if this was a one-on-one match, that could very well have been Nathan Cruz, his moment to shine. But there's another man in there, Mark Haskins. He doesn't stay down for long.
He might stay down after this. Onslaught from Cruz. Look at this.
You'd have to hit Mark Haskins with a sledgehammer. This man's unstoppable.
Starr has got the left leg of Cruz. Not sure what he was trying to do, trying to wrench it backwards, it looked like, but Cruz once more keeping the upper hand. Or is he? No, he's not. Double kick from Cruz. To the outside goes the professional. It's the product against Overkill in the ring. Bicycle kick from Haskins, but Starr comes back with the lariat. Both men down on the inside, Cruz down on the outside. We are no closer to knowing who's the #1 contender for the World Championship.
And I think this stalemate actually, it favors Nathan Cruz because he's outside the ring. We could easily have a pinfall or submission inside it, but both David Starr and Mark Haskins, they're down on that canvas as well. The referee checking with David Starr. see if he's okay to continue. I don't think you're going to get David Starr to say he gives it up.
Wait a second though, Starr has grabbed that right wrist of Haskins. Starr is the first to move. Haskins though has come to life and then some.
They were nose to nose for just a second.
On their knees, exchanging forearms, Haskins and Starr. Both men so intensely wanting that shot at Rampage. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it with every strike. Discus elbow. Another one from Starr. Haskins hasn't gone down.
Unparalleled intensity from both these men.
Left hand. May have been a closed fist. Referee's going to let it go. And now Haskins looking for a brainbuster. Haskins will get countered. His head dropped across the knee of Starr.
Here it is.
Starr may have knocked out Haskins. Starr for the #1 contendership, but Cruz drags him out of the ring.
And this has been the story of David Starr's career here in Defiant Wrestling, just when he thinks he has it won.
Now wait, Cruz has Vicky Haskins' baseball bat covered in barbed wire.
Blows a kiss towards Vicky as well.
Vicky's on the apron. Vicky on the apron grabs the baseball bat back. Oh, a slap across the face. No disqualification under triple threat rules. Haskins gonna try and roll him up. Instead he transitions, looking for the sharpshooter. Can he get Cruz on his stomach? He does. Cruz, middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Leaning backward, Cruz taps, and Haskins is going to no regret.
The winner of the match as a result of a submission, and now recognized as #1 contender to the Defiant Wrestling World Championship, Overkill, Mark Haskins!
Mark Haskins puts away Nathan Cruz with the sharpshooter to advance to a date with Destiny, May 25th in Manchester. It will be Haskins and Rampage for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Dave Bradshaw, Jim Starr Kennedy calling the action for everybody at home. I'm very chuffed about this. I don't mean to be biased or anything, but we go way back. Mark Haskins, you are known all over the world. You are a genuine star. There's no doubt about that. But finally, you have proven yourself here in Defiant Wrestling, and you will go on to no regrets to face Rampage for the World Championship. Congratulations to you, Vicky Haskins as well. What have you got to say about it?
Yo, 2019, I've been on a roll. I've been making history by being the only man outside of WWE to win matches at both Wembley Arena and Madison Square Garden. I am on a roll. I'm about making history, and I'm going to make history and no regrets. 2019, the year of overkill.